I'm currently 28 weeks out from my first ever bodybuilding show as a I'm 18 years old, and I'm just going to take you through a full day of eating on 2100 calories. FYI, my coach is TNF. Most of you guys already know this. We just woke up. It's currently 8:30 a.m. on a Sunday. We're about to hit church, but I figured I'd give you guys a little physique update on just some normal lighting in my room fasted before I actually go into the full day of eating. So I just weighed myself fasted today at 175 pounds. And right now is just to slowly creep up to maintenance. So around the 21 to 2300 calorie range, grow through the next few months, hopefully recomp a little bit, which I'm sure I'll be able to do with the work I'm putting in and my sleep and everything else being locked in, depending on how lean I am towards the end of June, beginning of July-ish. Do that last final push to get shredded for the show. But this is what the physique is currently looking like. We're looking pretty lean, nothing too crazy yet. But yeah, overall, starting to look pretty solid. Things are starting to catch up. My legs are pretty lean as well. Started to see some leg veins this week, which is pretty sick. I'll show you guys whenever I go pose later today. And then I've also been seeing some ab veins, which I've never really seen in my life, so this is a first. It's really cool. Let me hit a side chest real quick. I really like this pose. Anyways, we'll go over everything later today whenever we're posing. We're going to be getting a lift in with TNF and all the guys. So I'm really excited. We're going to be doing a quad focused full body day, and then also have some lat work in there and triceps as well, and then a little bit of rear delts. So everything's going on to plan. Things are looking great. Let's get into this full day of eating to meal one. For my first meal of the day, we have 4 ounces of salmon. We have 110 grams of rice and 85 grams of sweet potatoes, and then I put some fat-free cheese in there for some extra taste. Guys, just because you're on a diet doesn't mean you have to be eating boring and plain foods. You can always alternate. You can always make something that you actually enjoy, because if you enjoy, you're going to be more prone to stick it. This is something I tell all my one-on-one clients. Just because you're dieting and getting shredded doesn't mean it has to be miserable. I'm gonna go to church, and then I'll catch you guys after for my second meal of the day. So we're back from church. Great service today. Right now, I'm basically just going to be editing some videos, making content for you guys. Like, today's the only day off of the week that I've had. I worked overtime this week, so typically I don't work weekends, but I think for the next few weeks, I'm gonna be working 6 days at the warehouse just because we need to be 18. I'm not in school. I don't have a girlfriend. Might as well just use all my time in working, and I can just manage everything. Fine, it's stressful, but we'll push through it. We're grinding. Right now I'm eating my second meal, so this is roughly around 8 ounces of flank steak. Then we have 80 grams of sweet potatoes, and under all of this we have 80 grams of rice. So typically I'd be eating 200 grams of rice in this meal right here, but I wanted to eat some rice this morning, so I kind of just mixed the sweet potatoes and rice into both of the meals. And then it's been really locked, as you guys can see from the morning physique. And then this right here, a lot of people wonder, you know, did these nose tape work? So this isn't really a nose tape. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a magnet on each side, so it actually holds your nasal airways opened, so it does actually help you breathe better. Pretty sick. This company sent me this, so shout out to them. See, this is what they're called. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna be doing client work. I have calls with all 8 of my guys that I'm working with, you know, just helping them. Some of them are on the lean bulk aspect, so we just ran them through a cutting phase, and summer's right around the corner. You want to put on muscle, but you still want to stay somewhat lean. And then a lot of the guys are just now starting their cleanup cutting phase, and so we want to get the guys in where they want to be for the summer. So I'm just going to be doing these calls for like the next hour or two and just making content, editing it out for you guys. And then at 4 p.m. we have a team lift, I think at Species Gym. The whole Echo Vision crew is going to be there. TNF, Nate, Tristan, Baj just texted me saying he's about to pull up. So all the boys are going to be there. So I'm excited to see them, and I'll catch you guys in the car all the way.
Instead, you've gone and just left us all behind. While we were being murdered, where the hell were you?
Why were you the sole survivor?
You couldn't even save your own family. You're so useless. Forgive me, I beg you! I can never go back! No matter what, you will always be in my heart. There are so many things I have to thank you for. Things to apologize for. What did I do? Tanjiro, what you must cut is within your reach. Take up your sword. What a relief! And
were born with greater strength than so many others. It is so that you can protect the weak. Those who were born blessed.
It loses some of its width through here, so you want it to be more so. Like it always like. This should be more like a little bit further forward.
Yo, Nate. Okay, so we just finished the workout. I was going to record on the way to the gym, but I actually just decided to do after because I was late. But pre-workout meal is just 3 Rice Krispie treats. One of these. I really like the M&M ones just because it gives me, you know, a little sweet tooth killer. It's really not much to it. And then I also had 100 grams of bananas, so just one decently sized banana. You know, you can argue what size is too big or too small. Personally, me, I think the small ones are very big. Now we're driving 43 minutes home. We're gonna go home. We're gonna make a lot of content. I hopped on 8 client calls back to back from 1 to 3 p.m. So that was really productive. Pretty solid day so far. Tomorrow I'm finally gonna be able to go back to doing cold plunges. Ever since I got the tattoo, I haven't been able to because it's been healing. But now we're finally gonna be able to go back to that. So I'm very excited just because I love it. It's part of a morning routine. Good positive habits will undoubtedly lead you to success. So stray away from the negative habits, and the negative habits are the ones that are going to be the hardest to let go because those are the ones that you know are bringing you down, but deep down you're still attracted to them, like doom scrolling, eating bad food. There's still, the temptation is always going to be there, and that's why it's a lot harder to overcome the bad habits. But my biggest advice to you is for you to overcome it, just put more limitations to do it, because if you catch yourself throughout those limitations, you know, doing the bad habit again, you're going to be more likely just to stop yourself. Let's say you want to watch less TV. Instead of, you know, just keeping the remote in your room, put the remote in your parents' room, because then you're going to have to walk all the way over there, and then if that's not enough, put it in a drawer, put it hidden somewhere, give it to your parents, because then all the steps that are actually going to take you to do the negative habit that you're trying to avoid are going to just be so complicated and boresome that you're not going to want to do it anymore. So put limitations on stuff you don't want to do. If you want to quit vaping, throw it away. It's going to be hard. I would highly recommend cold turkey, but you know, if you can't, try to do it less and less, try to do it more in the afternoon. Just limit yourself. Put on limitations that are gonna make these bad habits harder, and then over time you're gonna notice that you're just gonna be less willing to actually do them because you're gonna be catching yourself lacking. But yeah, right now just gonna be going home. I'm pretty hungry. Probably gonna get home, slam some ground beef. I probably will eat like half a pound of 96 lean ground beef, some fat-free cheese, and then just get stuff prepped for tomorrow. I have to make a lot of content. Nate was inviting me to go watch the new Minecraft movie. I couldn't go because of content. You know, it sucks because honestly I wanted to go. He's my homie. But you got to put your priorities first. Your goals are not going to wait for you to do the things that you actually want to do. You got to chase what you need to chase, especially, you know, in my circumstance that I, one, have to start a new TikTok account because of complicated reasons, which kind of sucks because I just hit 11K on my main one. Got to start a new one from zero. And then also, I left school, you know, different from many 18-year-olds. Well, I'm technically still supposed to be in high school. From other people my age, I'm doing something that is pretty risky. You know, I'm not doing the normal path of just going getting a degree, even though, like, at some point I am going to go back to school and get a degree. I need to make every second count. Time is your most valuable asset. Time is not money. You can trade money for time, and you can trade time for money. But as of right now, my most valuable asset, which is time, is being used to make money. So, like, for example, working my hours in the warehouse, my time is just being valued with money, which that is not necessarily that bad of a thing, but you definitely, you know, want to get to a point where money is working for more money and not your time itself. And so, yeah, just have to take risks right now, have to sacrifice a few good things, get to where I want to be at, and just got to keep pushing. We are 24, 25-ish weeks out from show. I actually do have to sign up for my OCB show, but things are going great so far, and I'll see you guys whenever I'm eating my 4th meal. So we just showered because we were smelling absolutely disgusting. Anyways, this is the meal I'm eating right now. Again, probably like 6 to 7 ounces of ground beef. This is just some 96 lean ground beef. My last meal of the day is going to be 6 eggs. I'm probably not going to record it simply because I'm extremely busy right now, but I really hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube video. We had a very, very busy day today, so I'm happy to take you guys through it. Again, videos every 5 days. Follow the new TikTok because unfortunately we got to start start from zero. But I know you guys are going to be supporting along the way. Follow the Instagram. That is the easiest way for me to answer your questions, your DMs. So Instagram is definitely the move. Code Fonz on all Echovision products and Gym Pin. And guys, God bless you all. Stay safe. Have a great week. I'm probably going to be posting this on Monday. And I'll see you guys on the next video. If you guys have any questions, leave it down below. Peace.